Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Saturday morning. Yes, we are about to go outside. I meant to be out there by now already. It is, as I speak here, it is almost 9:30, and I'm usually out there getting stuff ready, but it didn't happen this morning. I'm dressed for it already, and after this video, I will get out there. Mrs. Dog's going to be out there too. She's feeling better enough she's going to be out there also. She's been out there also this past week or so as well. So thousands, at least 1,000 youth basically took over a part of New York City, Manhattan, yesterday. Go into that a little more. We've also got apparently an ongoing cyber attack on hospitals, some hospital systems in the United States. Did you know that? Wasn't exactly on the nightly news. You're not going to hear about it. Yeah, I'm not going to hear about it. So, first, this is intriguing. I mean, it's kind of scary, but it's intriguing. So, I saw the story last night. Over 1,000 young people, I'll just say young people, kids basically, flooded into New York City's Union Square Park. This is because a very popular social media influencer went on, I guess, a live or something like that, and streamed that he was going to do a giveaway, apparently a PlayStation game giveaway of some type, at 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Well, he only made that announcement a few hours before 3:30, and that's all it took for floods of these people to flow into that area. He said he's going to do it there in Union Square Park. He got over 1,000 running in there. So they converge on this place. The guy freaks out and he sees all these people and he takes off in his vehicle. I saw a little video of it where people are hanging on to the vehicle. I think that's his vehicle, but he escaped. He got out. Talk about needing some Jesus. I mean, and I get that he's popular, but apparently he's on YouTube, all the platforms, Twitch. I've never heard of Twitch. Now, Twitch is something I do if I get something in my eye, but apparently that is a social media platform. And he has over 13 million followers. Hey, props. I mean, if you can do that, hey, go for it. But apparently this giveaway thing didn't materialize. And so the folks down there, these kids, it devolves into chaos in the streets and police are attacked. They're throwing bottles at cops, fireworks at cops. So that means they had fireworks. That means they planned on doing something like that. The police, give it to them, they did regain control. The police had to do a big mobilization basically to regain control. It's not like the cops in the area are going to be able to handle this. They weren't. I can see why. But kudos to them. They did get control back. Took a while, but a few hours to attract over 1,000 kids like that. Teenagers. Well, some were older than teenagers. And they said some arrests were made, but I doubt anything's going to come of it. I mean, are they going to really... Is there going to be any consequences to attacking a police officer? To attack a police officer with fireworks, bottles, injuring several? Now, they say this influencer is going to be charged with inciting a riot, unlawful assembly. We'll see. We'll never hear nothing else about it. I would hope so. I would hope there's some kind of consequences to it. But he escaped. He got out of there. But 1,000 kids, I mean, just think about that. I mean, first of all, three things. First, you can mobilize that many on using social media in just a couple of hours. Number two, what is your life like where you go into that situation because of a game, a PlayStation game giveaway? Um, and, talk about needing some Jesus. These people, and role models, and where's the family, and you can't blame everything on that, but, and this made me think of schools, and because from the video, a lot of these kids look like they still could be in school or should be. Why weren't they? So I hear a lot about schools, and around here too. I'm sure it's everywhere. Schools are clamoring for teachers. I can understand why they leave, but they're just desperate. They have such a shortage of teachers, especially male teachers. I get that. I really do, and I think the school system should do everything they can to attract more teachers. Period, male and female, but especially male teachers because they need the male role model. And even when I was in school, especially middle school and high school, even though I was fortunate and I was blessed to have a father who was very supportive. Some of my favorite teachers were males, and not all of them were a coach. They didn't have to be a coach. They were music teachers that I really enjoyed, and they were a positive role model. And I even to this day, I can say I remember them and I enjoyed them, and they had an impact on me. But they need to do all they can to attract a male teacher, and first is pay. They should pay all male and female teachers more, but do some other things. Maybe loosen the requirements on the certification. Maybe I don't know. I know I'm probably going to start a storm from the teachers when I say that, but do something. I mean, if they have a college degree, fix it or do something to where they can go in and go ahead and get employed while they work on that certification or whatever that is. The piece of paper you got to have. Okay, they could be creative. They could be more creative because I think they need more guys in the classroom. I'm not saying that's a cure all, but it's got. I would think it's got to help. It won't hurt. Okay, enough about that one. They need some Jesus. All right. Multi-state cyber attack disrupts hospital services. Now, they said that this is in the United States. ERs were closed, ambulances diverted, while this is a California-based Prospect Medical Holdings network is the hospital system that was attacked, apparently, and still is. Prospect Medical Group operates, they're headquartered in California, but they have hospitals in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Texas, and Pennsylvania. They were all targeted, and they said also elective surgeries were affected, outpatient appointments were affected. Evidently, emergency rooms were affected. They had to shut some down, divert people to other places. I mean, hopefully this is not the start of something bigger. Maybe this is a probing attack. Like, okay, well that worked. What else can we do to these folks? Who was on the other end? Who knows? Who knows? It doesn't matter. It could be somebody within the country, outside the country. The important thing is steps need to be taken to safeguard and resist and be able to guard against this, as much as possible. Whether you're a hospital, financial institution, government, whatever, everybody. But I think this is going to increase, and this emergence of artificial intelligence is concerning to me. I think there could be good applications to it, but as we know, when humans are involved, there are going to be nefarious efforts as well. We know this, and they are going to get in the wrong hands, and we're going to see all kinds of dang chaos. Is my concern here, on different levels, multiple levels. So the AI thing, I think, is, like I said, it's double-edged, kind of like social media. It can be used for good, but it can also be used for not so good things, right? But yeah, so cyber attack, and then they want us to go all digital. No, thank you. No, there are some countries in Africa that are saying no to this digital, all digital thing. You know what I'm talking about? Also, I haven't talked about it much, but this orb, this globe where people are lining up in the thousands and the millions to go get their eyeball scanned. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Millions have done this. I saw this last week. I didn't talk about it in the video. I meant to. But again, some countries in Africa are like, no to that. Oh, no, no. And then no to the all digital thing. No, we'll keep our cash. Good for them. I mean, that's a lesson for everybody. I mean, but my concern is millions will embrace it. I mean, when you're lining up, they say people were getting their eyeball scanned and voluntarily doing this. I mean, millions. Are they just not thinking? Oh, amazing, amazing. But we have to say no to this stuff. I mean, if enough people do that, if enough people say no, it will work. It has an impact. But my concern is there are not enough. There are not enough of us. That is my concern. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Too many will embrace it. Too many will. Okay, I have a really good verse prepared from Proverbs. I don't go into Proverbs probably enough. There's some good stuff in Proverbs. I love the Psalms, but Proverbs is good too. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21 says, "Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord," with a capital L, "that will stand." Amen. That is just absolute 100% truth. I think it's important to prepare. I think it's important to make plans, to have goals. I really do. However, there are going to be times in your life, you've probably experienced them. And for you younger folks out there, if you're watching, first, I appreciate it. But there are going to be times in your life to where something takes a turn and it didn't exactly follow your plan, your step-by-step plan and goal. And you're going to find yourself in a situation where, how did I get here? Why am I here? But I'm still here. Just go with it. Just go with it. Now, if it's a negative and it's hurtful and all that, of course, alter or get out of it. But give it a little moment. You might realize that you're meant to be there. You're meant to be there, or take this direction, or meet that person, or have an influence on somebody else. Maybe you're meant to. Maybe you were put in a situation to do that, just to do that alone, and then go. So when you feel that, just go with it, because it is a God thing, and it happens, and it'll keep happening. It's pretty cool. All right, I've had enough. I've done enough. I've talked enough, probably. But again, if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps us out. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It does help us out. We appreciate it. Let's take care out there. Be safe in the heat if it's hot where you are. And take care. Let's be safe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.